my channel. In this video we are going to discuss how to find the center of gravity of this figure. So first what we have to do is no axis is given. So bottommost extreme point and leftmost extreme point are your axis. So in this one, first what we have to do is we have to find out the area of this particular figure. So first is your bigger semicircle minus your this one will give you the CG of the lamina. So what I am putting is this one is 1 and this one is your 2. So bigger semicircle minus smaller semicircle. So I am putting here figure 1 and I am making big semicircle. Then second I am putting a small semicircle and I am putting a dot dot, so that whatever values are coming below this line will be deleted. So we have to calculate the area. So area of a semicircle is pi r square by 2. So for first figure that is a big triangle, big semicircle, we are having a radius of 50. This one is 100 diameter, so radius will be 50. We'll be putting pi 50 square by 2 and we are getting a value of around 3927. It was around 3926 point something. I just rounded it up. Then second one, this is your 50, so radius will be 25. I am putting pi 25 square by 2 and I am getting a value around 982. It was 981.75. I just round it up and make it like this for simpler calculation. Next one is your y bar or your y. So for y we are having a formula here. So what I am going to do is I'll be marking this could be the CG of this figure, and for bigger semicircle this could be the CG of the figure. So now for bigger circle your y bar is your 4 into r is how much? 50, then divided by 3 pi. I'm putting this in calculator and I'm getting a value around 21.22. For this one, smaller one, your r is 25, so I am putting 4 into 25 by 3 pi. I am getting a value around 10.61. Now next one, I am coming here with the x and I am putting here. So your x is how much? So for semicircle it is not any formula, it is the position. So this is your semicircle and for this particular figure this is your r. It is position, it is not a formula. So for the smaller one your x would be this distance, that is your 25. For bigger one, since the axis is touching with the y, your x will be this much, that is your r, that is your 50. So I am directly putting the values here. For x bigger one, this is your 50, and for this one it is your 25. Now what next we have to do? We have to multiply column 1 and column 2 here. AY, that is your mm raised by 3, and in this one what we have to do? Column 1 and column 3, that is your AX, mm raised by 3. What we have done? This multiply by this, I am going to write it here. This multiply by this, this one multiply by this one, this one multiply by this one, we have written here. Now what is your next step? Next step we have to identify y bar. So what is the formula for y bar? Y bar, the formula says something like this, and your x bar formula says something like this. So what you have to do is your this column we have to sum up and write it here. Your this column we have to sum up and write it here. In sum up we have to remember this minus this, because this is below this dotted line. Whatever it is below the dotted line we have to delete it. So this minus this we have to write it here. Then again your this minus this and this minus this we have to write it here. So bigger semicircle minus smaller semicircle, and this also we got here. So I am getting a value here around 24.76 mm, and this one I am getting 58.33 mm. If your book values and these values are exactly not matching, do not worry. plus minus 3 is okay. For example, in this one, if you are getting 20 or suppose 27, it is okay. Near bit values are okay. If in this one you are getting 55 or 60, it is okay. Do not worry. Thank you for watching.